The apartment is back. We're back. Another episode of Drakengard. I'm probably gonna cut that the last.
No, you have to have that other like. We're back. We're back.
We're back. We're back.
That's Billy.
I'm Billy.
I introduced you. Gotta introduce me. Man, you're terrible at this.
This guy's a hobo that I paid to join me.
I really am.
I actually didn't pay him. He's tied to a chair. We're doing this Clockwork Orange style.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm surprised you didn't realize this before.
Oh god. That explains the weird jumpsuit you're wearing in the bowler derby.
And why I was singing earlier.
Yes. It's batshit insane.
I am.
All right, we're picking up where we left off.
All right, right where we left off. And now you got actually have use of the weapon wheel.
That's true. I totally forgot about that.
I actually love, honestly, just fluff wise, I just love the weapon wheel.
Hold down the R2
button to push the left analog stick to change your weapon. R2 accesses the weapon wheel. Yeah, you can, Don. You're playing it. You can feel the difference, can't you?
Yeah. Like this thing is like way slower.
And this is actually one of those games that's like, oh, I love that.
Mind you, I pressed the triangle button like 2 seconds before that actually happened. Just gotta show you what the magic look. That's
Isn't
level
that
1.
cool?
That's level 1, people. Level 1.
Isn't that cool?
Also burns my entire meter for that.
Yeah, no, like different magic spells will like have different costs as well. Like the Comet Dance will always have that like just a few dots. And see, now that's level 3. You got a bunch of other magic. And granted, the magic pool is a pool for all your weapons.
Yeah.
You don't lose it. So I mean, well, you will lose it if you switch to a lower level that can't hold that much magic.
Exactly. Ah, you bastard. You bastard.
You bastard. Maybe we should try making this into a video game movie.
Ooh, that'd be actually kind of interesting.
No
as
one
long
would
as
buy
they
this.
don't, as long as they don't,
No one would buy the script.
do the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh god.
Which I will point out, actually a very enjoyable movie to me.
Actually, the Dungeons and Dragons movies are actually very entertaining.
Yeah,
I love
the
them.
Weibo. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we have time limits. Usually, that's
No,
how
it's like
you
an
get to-
hour, whatever.
Yeah, seriously. Usually, like the time limits are some ridiculous amount that you don't even need. I don't even know why they have a time limit most of the time. It's like the time limit only comes up in like certain games, in certain missions. It's not the same one, Con.
The same.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, what was I?
I love this dragon.
So the actually, weirdly enough, like, Weibo is god awful.
Terrible.
But the freaking his Dungeons and Dragons movies are actually really hilariously fun. They're not good by any long shot, but they are like the freaking. Oh man, we did you ever watch the Wrath of the Dragon God with us?
Not with you guys, but I've seen it. I think I
Okay.
saw it with my mom.
So when we watched it, mind you, it's a bunch of D&D nerds all sitting around watching a D&D movie.
Hey, there's a chest over there.
Oh.
Over here.
Chest is more important than the killing guys.
I like the chests, even though they're like... Usually they have like nothing in them, but sometimes they'll have a weapon in them. That's how you get most of your new weapons.
Yeah, new chests.
And I like how that the game designers were smart enough to like be like, hey, you get new weapons. Like they did at the end of the first mission to tell you, you know, you get new weapons.
Right.
You're blessed by the devil's luck. See, even the dragon's impressed with how much of a badass you are.
How he doesn't just die.
He doesn't die immediately. This dragon is impressed about how you don't die immediately.
Seriously. There weren't enough guys in there. I would have spent more time just slaughtering, but
Yeah.
only so much I can do with so little
With what
guys.
you're given.
Yeah. But Oh yeah, so we were watching the second Dungeons and Dragons movie, which was actually a lot closer to Dungeons and Dragons than the first movie was. But we were literally just cracking up because there's one point when like the cleric of the group, like a dwarf or something like that, like goes like faces down like a freaking white dragon. We're all sitting there go like, dude's like level 5. This dragon's like easily a CR 10 or 12, and he's like there and going, bring it. You're like, you are dead. Who will let the cleric retardedly walk out there? Are you guys morons? He was by himself. White dragon just gonna slaughter him.
That's
and he
beautiful.
did. And he
Yeah,
did.
of course.
It was very, very entertaining.
I like how this is just not explained ever. Like, how do you know he could do this?
I mean,
How did anyone know that they could do this?
I mean,
Who tested this?
If I think of it like Dragonheart, then the dragon should be taking out a chunk of her heart. Oh, she just coughed up a heart.
They're
heart,
both, yeah.
heart piece. It's like that's what happens in Legend of Zelda. They just kind of cough up heart pieces.
Yeah.
You kill them. There's my heart piece.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go now.
This is also the thing I did like about these packs. In order to actually become stronger, you have to not only aid, you have to sacrifice. You have to merge literally your soul with another being. But you also have to sacrifice something. Like for most of the mystical beings, like, well, damn it!
Spoiler alert!
No, that's getting bleeped out because it's too big of a spoiler. For the dragon who thinks she's so much better than humans, she's now essentially chained to one for the rest of her days.
And the human who wants to kill the dragon is now chained to the dragon.
The human, actually, he gives up something else.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
You'll see. Empire.
They attack from the sky.
Ah, the aerial combat.
Shall fight on the ground. You take to the sky.
I love how, like, literally nobody has time to be like, Kime, you're with a dragon now? And they're like, Kime, just get the fuck up there and help us. That's how you know you're on the losing side of a war. It's like, literally, people don't question what you do. They're just like, help out as any way you can. We literally don't have time to,
We don't have time for your shit, Kime.
we don't have time to question. We just need you to do things.
Not let me like go down more. I gotta.
No, you don't. You can't go down more. You kind of gotta circle around. Actually, there's one of the things I actually really enjoy about this aerial combat. In like the good fights, you really feel like you're dodging everywhere, and you have to like get out of the ways of things, and you have to time your attacks in order to really like get things down. And I also like detail that this team put into this game. It's like you can tell with like all the little things that they really paid attention to. Yeah.
Aha.
It's like, granted, like a lot of things can be like the aerial combat's in I like the dragon in the same way I like Dr. Doom.
Yes.
They're like, they're
the taunting
so
is the best
egotistical.
part.
It's like literally you cannot break their ego.
Damn.
It's like literally their egos are so great you cannot break it. It's like you can try to humble them, but they're like, I'm not having none of that. Like you could be like a metaphysical god and like come down,
nope.
and he's like, the fuck are you to order Doom around? Watu the Watcher.
Ah.
That's literally my favorite moment of anything. Literally, Doom holding the Tesseract, Watu coming like, Doom, you can't have that. It's too dangerous. And
No,
Doom's
Doom.
like, and Doom's like,
By the way, we were talking about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1.
yeah. And Doom literally turns to him and is like, the fuck are you to tell me what I can and can't
Well,
do?
you to tell Doom.
I am motherfucking
Watu.
Doom. And it's like, dude, bitch, you don't know me? I'm Watu the Watcher. I'm literally a god. Doom's like, backhands him. It's like, bitch, please. I'm Dr. Doom. Gods can't control me. This is why Doom makes a great villain.
Right?
Because he's unapologetically a villain.
He's just like, I'm a badass. And we're like, yeah, you kind of
Here's the
are.
thing, you can write villains that know they're villains. You just gotta make it be like, I don't care that what I'm doing is wrong.
I do.
It's like, I really do enjoy flying. Thank you. It's like, you can make a villain that knows he's evil. It's just like a lot, like, the easy way to write a good villain is to make them think they're doing good.
Yeah.
The hard way to make them a good villain is to make
them realize they know they're
villain
evil and
that
not
knows
care.
they're evil, but like doesn't care and puts their own needs first. Because obviously their own needs are what's best. I mean, granted, you could say that the villain is thinking it's a good guy, but you can have them like recognize that, like, yeah, I'm doing terrible things, but you know what? I don't care.
But I'm winning.
I don't care that I'm doing terrible things. What I'm doing works. It like not even like works, but it's like I'm winning. I'm getting more powerful. Fuck you all. I don't give a shit. You don't have to make the villain think they're doing the right thing. I want, like, I challenge you, make a villain that like knows what he's doing is wrong, but he just doesn't care. And
But make it good. Like, it's
but you have
hard
to,
make
you
that
really
good.
have to make that good. Doom works because literally he's got the ego and the sass to make him likable. Because he's Doom. He's Victor Von Doom.
King of
It's like
Nightmare.
literally, I was arguing with a friend of mine he was like saying like we literally had like one of the side villains be like one of those guys who like literally likes being evil, and he's like that's lazy writing, and it's like no, I'm like no, it's not. I should drop this argument with him, but what the thing is like really the villain likes having power over people.
Yeah.
It's like that is a completely realistic and like you can make that
Human
a well
response,
written
too.
villain.
People like having power.
Yeah, some people it
Power.
doesn't matter if they're
He-Man.
doing. Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter if they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. They like being more powerful than other people.
Mm-hmm.
They literally like hurting other people to like essentially make themselves like better. It's like essentially making themselves like bigger, superior. And you can, that is a legit villain.
And all you have to do is just like write a character that genuinely wants that and enjoys it. Like,
Now you can make that character in many ways. It's like you make a character that fights to the bitter end in order to keep that superiority. You can make a villain that as soon as someone more powerful comes along, he turns coward. You can make you can make like a villain so insecure with their power that they have to like lord it over people that they won't listen to others.
and when we're talking about this, you can also point out that these are like the history of comics in a way.
It really is. I mean, that's probably what the Drakengard's going to be like about. Now your homing attack does less damage, but there's more hits. But your magical, but it will generally hit. But your magic and your regular fireball will do more damage, but it's slower and harder to aim. Oh, hey, these guys! I remember these guys. When you see the reticle change like that, then you can do the locking, homing attack. I like these guys' attacks because you can see their little cubes all arranged in a grid pattern, and all of their attacks go at 90-degree angles. There are no other angles for them. It's actually a really interesting concept.
Yeah, it's very Zone of the Enders.
Oh yeah, that's the one that David likes playing.
Me too. I
And like
love
yeah,
Zone
you
of the Enders.
yeah. It's
I own
like,
the HD collection.
I've heard like amazing things about the game. Honestly, I've never played it personally. I've seen it played once, and it looks like a good game. But
I should have watched Rusty play it sometime.
I know Rusty loves that game as well.
We all do. Game is a bomb.
So it must be a great game.
It is.
But yeah, this is probably what the series is going to be about. It's just us like talking things
About random crap.
about random crap because
Well,
I
it's
mean,
really hard to make this that much more impressive. I'm just flying
we're
around.
flying around on a dragon.
Trying to just.
Are you
hit
kidding?
these
I would
things. You guys
lo-
must be bored as fuck watching this. Why are you still watching?
I would
What the hell?
honestly, I would love to play an tabletop character who actually rides a dragon or dragon aspects. I'd like to play a dragonborn at some point in D&D. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, the new one, they're in the new one. It's just freaking man
It's
won't
just
let
like
us play it.
uncommon races, yeah.
Like, but I want to play.
I want to be a dragonborn.
I have my Dragonborn Great Sword Fighter. I want to bring him back.
Yeah.
Corden Ironblade.
Nice.
Yes.
I think back when I think the first time I played 4th edition, or one of the first times, I actually made a
Did I kill him all?
one of my friends had the computer thing for making
The character?
4th edition characters.
Yeah.
And,
I had that too. I had the whole setup. for it,
Yeah.
too.
And one of the characters I made was like I think it was like a war. I don't know, a warlock, but like a war something.
I don't want to target. How
It was like some sort of
How do I
leader.
untarget lock?
Switch. You can switch with the shoulder buttons, I think. Or the directional pad. It's one. There's a button to do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, that magic attack's awesome. But yeah, there's
Circle,
a
it looks
button. There's a button to change
go circle.
targets.
Circle let me untarget.
Yeah, but it was like one of the leader classes of 4th edition. And I made a dragonborn of that. And it seemed to be pretty cool. He's like a physical class. I don't even know what it was.
If you remember what kind of style of fighting they did.
Honestly, the only thing I really remember about it was the melee, and like one of the things that it
Warlord?
said. It probably was a warlord. Yeah, it's like one of the only descriptions I remember is it was like, this class makes good leaders.
Oh, Warlord then.
Yeah. It was a warlord. It was definitely a warlord. Yeah, you really gotta like actually swing in for the attacks.
Yeah.
The dragon's not nearly as fast as like a plane or something, so it can't make like really. It can
Tight turn.
actually you can do like a 360 turn if you hit both of the the shoulders, both of the dodges. I think there is a way to like do it to where you the dragon just literally flips around. So you can like charge past them and flip around and come back immediately for an attack. Watch out for these guys. They got broadside cannons. And machine guns. You're a dragon! You leave fire everywhere you go. I didn't mean that. I love you. I love you, hero.
Maybe.
Oh, come on. This... Dude, she is my favorite dragon of all time. Like, I like her better than Toothless. And Toothless is adorable, but I prefer myself sentient dragons, honestly. Ones that can actually communicate. And I love, like... I dislike the guy, fucking... from Drakengard 2. That guy was a chump compared to, this one.
Because he didn't trust in his dragon. He didn't believe.
Yeah. Well, no, like, the... no, like, the dragon himself. I didn't like the guy. This is like a guy dragon, and it's like he thought he was like all that in a bag of chips. And yeah, you can't hit it from there. They got the iron bottoms, the iron sides. But yeah, like he thought he was all that in a bag of chips, and I don't know. I just didn't like him as much as this one. Kaim and I gotta remember not the spoilers. Kaim and his red dragon don't just have like an excellent chemistry.
Why am I?
It's
doing
a
this
wonderful
bad this
chemistry
time?
because you don't understand how actually powerful this worship is. I mean, you can't really take it for too much granted. I mean, you can easily outmaneuver it, but if it like is able to lay waste into you, it will tear you to shreds. And you're not a glass cannon.
You mean I am a glass cannon?
No, I mean the dragon can take a good hit, a good hit or two, but I mean this thing is powerful. I just definitely recommend.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open, dude, bro. And that's the thing. When you get closer, your attacks to hit, your like strong attacks have a better chance of hitting, but you also have less time to react to your opponent firing stuff at you. You know, it's a wonderful little trade-off. I love that in the mechanics. You gotta really think about what you do. You really gotta figure out how to do the 360, the 180.
Yeah. I really wish it didn't auto lock like that.
Well, I mean, it's
Older,
yep.
old game, yeah.
You should be able to hit like it's like the 2 buttons. I thought it was both the shoulders at the same time. But yeah, no, trust me, that 180 is really gonna help you with later bosses. I don't know, maybe you need to unlock it later. I don't know, someone will probably correct me in the comments.
Like, why weren't you doing it at the beginning? But I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. And,
Ah.
I haven't played this in years, even though it's like my favorite game. According to James Port now. If you have a favorite game, you haven't played it enough. Which, I admit, I have not played enough games. Ooh. Oh, if you could only 360. Try the 360 again. That's roll 180, I mean. There you go. What'd I tell you?
Nothing. You lied.
Okay, charge in, magic. Isn't that just magic awesome?
No time. Yeah.
Turn at once.
I always like magic where it's like multiple beams
Where
coming
it's-
out and hitting one target.
I also love the sound effect that they have with it because it just feels like she's just charging up a ton of energy and just releasing it.
Mission complete.
Now you can dismount.
I totally forget what I was talking about. Like, I feel like I actually got distracted by having an illegitimate boss battle that actually was kind of difficult.
That was challenging.
Yeah.
Not just running around slashing things.
Yeah. Like, I actually got distracted by what I was doing.
By actually good gameplay.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that happens, isn't it?
It's terrifying. Woo!
In this episode, this kind sword will be level 4.
Even if we have to Benny Hill it, it will happen.
It will. Don't worry about it.